on today's episode of PJ and the Beard, we're going to do an unboxing and a quick look, and this might be our first actual quick look. We always say that, and then 7, 8, 9 minutes later. So we'll see how we do.
Yeah, right. I don't know how I haven't seen this before. So if you're out on the Facebook pages and stuff, there's been some people talking about doing like a battery-powered pedal board, and a lot of times what they're doing is they're grabbing a like cell phone battery charger and hooking up to something that's letting them do that.
Something that sounds dangerous.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe, but it doesn't. I'm not sure they have the isolated channels, maybe as
right,
that you would otherwise. So I was looking around. I came across this JOYO product that's been out for a while, but there's like no reviews on it. There's just like a couple videos, maybe from Nam like 2 years ago, or well, maybe 2018. But not a lot of buzz about it. But I started reading about it, looking at it, and I'm like, this looks pretty cool. Go to Amazon, and it's cheap. I want to say $65, $67, somewhere in there. I don't remember. I did have a coupon I used when I ordered it. Whatever. So, here it is. It is the JP-05 power supply, and we're going to drop it right here in front of this little pedal board that we're going to hook up to it for a later episode. Yeah. When I saw the box, I immediately thought that it was much more... They spent more money on the graphic design on this than they did pedal.
Yes, although there was the great graphic on the pedal box. But,
right.
Well, when you take that out, I noticed something on the back just briefly. That I don't know if it's going to dictate what style of music you have to play when you go wireless.
Yeah.
Something dime bag approved for sure.
Right on. All right, so we opened the box. We got a couple things in the box. I'm going to set it right there.
Are those the instructions?
Those are instructions. You can toss those. So we have a, tuner, or not tuner. A tuner. We have a tuner. Wow, it's a crazy tuner.
Fantastic.
We got, the plug to plug it in. And then they gave us, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Jumpers, connectors,
cables, adapters,
barrel end.
And one that looks like maybe
It can
an
go to
extender.
the 8. Okay, yeah.
So one extra.
One to grow on. Oh, look at that.
And so then we get this little pedal supply here. And maybe it's already been unboxed and charged because
we try to look surprised. Oh, wow, I am surprised. It's the first I've seen it, but somebody may have wanted to power it up for the show.
So just to give size reference here, I hate to walk off frame, but
well, I look better that way when you step off.
This is a T-Rex fuel tank, which is what I was using on this little kind of travel board for a long time. So if you want to compare size, it is a little thinner, little bit longer. Thickness-wise, almost exactly the same. So, put that away. Problem with the fuel tank, the reason for this, and we'll point it at the camera, here's the reason for this. Ooh. Right? There's the reason. Ah. So this is basically a battery pack. And then on the battery pack, you have the first three outputs are 9 volt, 500 milliamp. 4 through 7 are 100 milliamp, 9 volt. And then output 8 goes from, boy, this is going to be rough tonight. All night we're going to be doing this. Output 8 goes from 9 volt
to 18.
12 or 18. And I'll show that front with the lights off. See if we can get a little focus on that. So, a lot of options. And then you actually have a DC 5 volt 1A out. So if you want to plug your cell phone charger into that, plug your cell phone in while you're gigging, which I can't imagine this is a good idea because every time I get my cell phone close to my amp, it does that cracking thing. But yeah. We haven't got deep enough to know time, but from what I've read, a couple hours, typical gig. I really thought this would be cool for rehearsals and like the blues jams I go to sometimes, where you take the little board and you just want to throw a couple pedals on. I never can find. You get to a blues jam and you're like, "Where's the outlet?"
Yeah.
Looking for the
We're
outlet.
blues players. We don't use pedals.
Yeah, I hate that. So with this, drop the pedal board down, plug in, and good to go. So just to see, we have. Let's get rid of this. And so we're gonna save. I always save the new plugs into the old plugs go bad.
Right.
So, and then the other thing you can do, if I turn this back on, so we have a power light on the top. So if we're looking at the top, we have a power light. Kind of a weird location. The power button is on the back. Can you focus on that for me? The power buttons, the on-off is on the back. Which is kind of a weird location. You also have a little button on the front, and I know they can see those gigantic blue lights there. You hit that button, the lights turn on and off. So if you don't want the blue lights on, you'd save a little bit of battery not having the LEDs on. I think they're kind of cool, especially if you have it under the board and the blue light shines up. And
I may or may not have a board that lights up blue, so I'm partial to blue.
There you go. So let's do this. Let's just hook this board up. Not that we're really going to play anything for you, but just to see. Because I did put on this Dry Bell Vibe machine, which has a huge draw on it and could be a real pain. So I'm going to turn the power supply off. I'm going to pull this back just a little bit. So we're coming out at MK3. It's a Love Pedal Fuzz. I'm thinking we can go just 100 milliamp. Out of the tuner, I'm not really sure about the tuner. I'm going to put that over on the 500 milliamp size because I think the tuner has a little more draw than just like 120. I think it's a little above that. I did look at these the other day. So Dry Bell, big draw. We're going to go over here on the 500 side. Dispatch Master, I think I'm going to go on the 500 side too. And why do I feel like I have them all? Yeah. No, I don't have the King of Tone. Overdrive pedals are typically good with 100 milliamp. So, drop that down. Nice big mess. Click it on. Lights up. Everything's lit up. And I guess the final proof would be if I click the amp off standby and we just make sure they work. All right, so
amps off standby, guitar's tuned up, ready to rock and roll.
So let's see. Let's turn everything on. Getting through?
I'd say.
All right, what do you want to start? A little bit of delay?
Yeah, that's my fave.
So MK3 fuzz. Wow. It's about to get loud. Hit it with the King of Tone. Now the big question. This is actually good because the amp is really fuzzy. You can hear it in the background, but you don't hear the swish of the Dry Bell.
Right.
So if I turn the Dry Bell on. Works?
It works.
So I think we'll use it on the show for a while, figure out length.
Find out exactly how long it takes to die.
See if the batteries die.
Wait for it to die at an opportune time. That'd be perfect. Be par for the course.
That's what. So,
yeah.
Like I said, quick unboxing and quick look. My guess is that, you said it would be only a minute and probably up to 10 minutes.
I lied. I always lie. I'm the liar on the show. That's one thing you have to know.
you forget how much I can talk.
Maybe I'm not lying. I'm not a liar. I'm just gullible. This will be short. Okay, great. Let's do that. So with that, if you want to find out more about that or comment on your favorite wireless power supply, or if you have one of these, and you can join the conversation. But first,
or see what we're going to do with this board in the next episode.
Yeah, but you have to do what he's going to tell you to do. He's the pitch man.
Subscribe.
Oh, look at that. Smash the bell.
Subscribe. Hit like. Hit notifications. And so forth.
Yeah. So I am PJ on behalf of the Beard, reminding you that no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. And I have a guitar. Shortest ending ever.